Hey race fans, Alex Weaver here, and I don't have to say what day of the week it is because regardless of what day it is race day. We're going to be racing at Martinsville under the lights. If you are just as excited as I am for this race, I want you guys to put in the comment box that you're watching, how pumped up you are for this race. We're going to have 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and the driver of the number 48 for Hendrick Motorsports, Jimmie Johnson, join us as soon as he hops on here. He's going to answer some questions about Martinsville tonight and get us pumped up for this race. Don't forget that the race is coming up at 7 p.m. on FS1. You're not going to want to miss it. It's the first time we've been under the lights at Martinsville officially. The drop of the green flag, the lights are going to be on. So mayhem is going to ensue. Let's see if I can get Jimmie going here for us. Also, if you have any questions for him, you can add those in the box too. Hopefully Martinsville. Oh, we have good signal. Yay.
I was trying to get this first. I put the wrong buttons for minutes there, so I'm sorry I'm late.
Hey, no, you're right on time. All right, so we're at Martinsville. I know that you are in the infield right now in the bus, but the last couple of years haven't been the greatest there, but you have such a strong history at Martinsville with 9 wins. How excited are you to be under the lights tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I love this racetrack. I've had so many great battles here, and it's such a cool place to watch a race. I try to invite my friends here to catch a race whenever they can. And obviously, I wish fans were here this weekend. But you brought up a great point for a while there. Just couldn't get it wrong. And then as a group, as Hendrick Motorsports, and then here lately, it's been a little more challenging than we really ever thought it would be. So I hope to turn that around tonight. We have been getting better the last few trips. Chase been in the running. Alex had a good run. We've been decent, but we need to get back to victory lane, and tonight could be the night.
I know that you always talk about this track being so excited for drivers because of how different it is than any of the other ones that we run on the schedule. But talk about inside the car when you have to be mentally sound in between the ears and make sure that you're hitting, those turns and those corners correctly. But it's also that braking and accelerating that makes it such a physical racetrack as well.
It really is. There isn't a moment to catch your breath around the track. Especially once you get 20 or 30 laps, you can spend the entire distance of a straightaway just trying to get to wide open. So you're sensing the car slowly climbing in the gas, looking for your braking mark, and then you get to it. Now it's time to hit the brakes and slow down and get turned. So it is a very demanding track physically and mentally.
Well, I saw your heart rate monitor from Atlanta and all the drivers posting about how difficult that racetrack was. What is Martinsville going to be like for that exercise stuff that you have on your phone?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a high one too. I mean, I was really surprised that it was that high. I knew I was warm in the car. I knew I was working hard. But that profile was very similar to what I did to run the Boston Marathon, except for it was an hour longer than the Boston Marathon. So it was a big day of work, and temperature and humidity being so high, it can be like that again tonight.
Yeah, what was it? You were over 2,000 calories, I think, in Atlanta.
Yes. It's kind of a false sense of security because then you think you can eat all week and
yeah, just grub out for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also want to talk about with the lights. I think fans have been so pumped up for this race because this is going to be the first time that we have, the drop of the green flag is going to have the lights on at Martinsville. How much more intensity do you think that that's going to bring? Because Martinsville always sparks some tempers. Guys always leave aggravated with each other. So what do you think is going to happen when the sun goes down?
Yeah, for whatever reason, night races bring the worst or the best out of us, depends on where you sit. So, short track racing should be under the lights. I think it's really appropriate and fitting for this track specifically. So, an exciting time for us. I think the action on track will be heated, but one thing the fans will really get a better appreciation for is how hard we work the brakes on these cars. And, some tracks at night, you see them glowing. But you can literally kind of judge and rate your driver on how they're doing, and you'll see all 4 discs glowing at different kind of colors of red or orange. And if they go white, you've got a big problem. The tires will not live in the phase.
Yeah, I want to see the calf muscle progression by the end of this race and how many cramps you guys get in that right side calf muscle because that right foot is going to get a workout.
Without a doubt, from your right calf to your left foot. I know some drivers actually use a different shoe on the left foot on road courses and at Martinsville. Typically, you like a soft sole to the shoe so you can feel the pedals. But if you push the brake pedal so hard here that they'll put a little piece of carbon fiber in there to stiffen it up.
Well, y'all are going to need, I'm glad that it's you guys on that track and not me tonight. But I've talked to the other three of your teammates, Frangic Motorsports, and 2020, it's like you guys have put all four cars and they have shown speed at every single racetrack that we've gone to, even before and after we had the stoppage for COVID-19. But what do you think has been the difference from the start of 2019 to now 2020? Because you guys have looked like a different team.
Yeah, I feel like we have been getting stronger as a company and organization. Look, a few years back, we changed how our cars are prepared, what buildings they kind of reside in, really the internal flow chart of how we build our race cars and take them to the track. So more time in really creating efficiencies in those areas and dialing that in is a piece of it. But the new Camaro, honestly, is the bulk of it. The car is so much better for us. We can run the right height trim packages that the other manufacturers have been able to run and take advantage of the 550 horsepower package.
Well, now let's get off the racetrack because you have teammates at home who have been your models for some of your helmets. That is the best content. You know, I'm a huge fan of your girls, but they have been doing some spins with your helmet. I want to know, was that the girls' idea or the parents' ideas to let them model that?
It was kind of a group decision. I am taking care of all of my equipment now, just to be as safe as possible and make sure I'm the last one and only one to touch my helmet, my drink system, my suit, my gloves, all that stuff. So I have my garage set up with helmet dryers and a little workstation, and I got 2 new helmets in. And as I was prepping a helmet from the previous race, the helmets came in and my kids had them on. And for a minute, I thought they were going to be like battling rams and hit each other with helmets. So I had to talk them off the ledge, and they were spinning around. And I said, "Hold on, that's a great idea. I need to show the world these new helmets. Just spin for me here." And that's how we got it on camera.
Yeah, I kept waiting for one. You get so dizzy in those. I kept waiting for one to just tip over, but they did a really good job with it. I was impressed.
Thank you.
Your social content, you mentioned all of your equipment that you guys have not necessarily used to having to keep up with it, but you guys are having to do all of that and bring everything to the racetrack, but you're also kind of having to post for fans and giving an inside glimpse now that fans and a lot of the media members can't be at track. So what's that been like? I saw you on the Osmo camera walking around, showing everybody on your phone. You've done well with the content.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been collecting content for social channels, and then also I'm really big into photography and love documentaries. And I have a couple of projects that I hope that can come together throughout the year. And without having photographers and videographers at track to really document my final season, it's kind of fallen on my shoulders. So I've invested in that Steadicam device. I've made plenty of mistakes, but I have captured some good things. Trying to up my game in photography. I love photo books and would love to have a photo book that follows this final year of full-time racing in Cup 2. So we'll see what we end up with, but I'm having fun. I just wish we could get the real professionals on that side back to really capture what's going on at track.
Hey, I liked it when you panned the camera over and Matt Kenseth was just there talking to you. That was the highlight of it. It was like, man, this is some good content. Okay, so we do have a tight turnaround. We had a tight turnaround from Atlanta now to Martinsville, but it's going to be a tight turnaround for Homestead, which is completely different than Martinsville. What is that turnaround going to look like for you guys, just getting ready for that intermediate track? And Homestead is different than Martinsville. You're not worried about the corners. You're worried about hitting the wall and running up there on the high lane.
Yeah, I think the logistics involved is probably the biggest task for the teams to put out so many race cars with full race prep leaving the shop, no practice to work on them, full race check. That's a big challenge. This will be really the first race the teams fly to down in Florida. So there's an element to things there. I'd say the last piece to add is just the fatigue that's taking place for the people out in the sun all day long, especially the crew members. 3 times a week now, if you look at Sunday to Sunday, 3 races, they're out there wearing masks for 10 hours at a time, getting half the oxygen they're used to getting in this heat and humidity. I really think physical fitness and fatigue on the crew side is real right now. I mean, the drivers are used to it. We're supposed to train and be ready for it, and it's hard enough as is. But these crew guys are really, really being pushed hard.
Well, getting ready for Martinsville, people want to know on here. I've seen a lot of it. How's the weather looking?
It just rained. It is currently.
So maybe we won't talk about the weather.
When it hits the ground, it just seems off right now. So hopefully it's. I'm afraid to look. There's nothing I can do about it, so I just quit really looking.
If we can just make it to 7 without any rain, we'll be great. All right. Well, I know you're going for that 10th clock. That's a good one that you guys. I know every driver wants a Martinsville clock. You have 9 of them. I know you gave 1 to Bruton Smith, right?
Right.
So you have 8 at home. So I guess you're going for your 9th personal, but your 10th overall for that 48 team. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate you, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, double digits would be great. Looking forward to it.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. See ya.